Okay, so we're going to talk about division. And when we talk about division, we're going to talk about review that you guys did in third and fourth grade with grouping. Okay, so we have a problem here on the left. It says 45 divided by 3. There's two ways that you can write this equation. So you can write it with 45, the divided sign, and 3, or you can write the division house with 45 on the inside. I call it a division house. So with 45 on the inside and 3 on the outside. You're seeing how many times 3 goes into 45. Okay. So what I have here is I have 45 of these unit cubes. So just to make sure, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, and 45. It looks like I counted one off. So we have 45 unit cubes at the top. And what we need to do is divide this into 3 groups. So really what we're going to do, without knowing any, without needing to know any multiplication facts, right? We're going to split it into 3 groups. So what we're going to physically do is we're going to put 1 in this group, 1 in this group, 1 in this group, okay? And we're just going to keep doing that until all these blocks at the top are gone. So now I'm taking 3 at a time and I'm putting them in. So I have 3 right here and I'm going to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Same thing again. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And again, we're just going until they're all gone. This is just a visual or a model of division and grouping, okay? So I want to make sure they're all on the same Post-it note so that way you don't get confused. Okay. So now I'm kind of running out of room on my Post-it notes, right? Which is the challenging thing about using a model. So I'm just going to pile them on top. Because especially in 5th grade, when we get into bigger numbers, it's going to be challenging because you can't necessarily always do a model because there's just too many pieces, okay? So now what we're going to do, now that I have them all separated into these 3 groups, we're going to count to see how many are in each group. So I'm going to take these and I'm just going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there's 15 in that group. Let's make sure we did our division correctly because there should be 15 in each group. Okay, so let's check. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, and I think I put 1 over there on accident because I bumped it. 15. All right, let's check it out. Let's check out this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I did accidentally bump 1 from this Post-it note to this Post-it note. So what that means is 45 divided into 3 groups equals 15 in each group. Okay, same thing here. So 3 groups. So how many times does 3 go into 45? You can also say 45 divided by 3. You just read it a little bit differently. That would still equal 15 because there is 3 groups of 15. Now, if we want to check our math, what we can do, because division and multiplication are the inverse operations of each other. So they are the opposites, right? So since we did division here, we can check our math with multiplication. And what we do is we multiply 15 times 3 to make sure that we are correct. So 3 times 5 is 5, 10, 15. We write the 5, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So our answer is 45. So remember the other day when we talked about fact families, we have these 3 numbers in common in our fact family, 15, 3, and 45. 15, 3, 45. 15, 3, 45. Okay. Now we're going to do another example. So what we just did is we did 45 divided by 3, and now we're going to be doing another example. So what we're going to do right now is 15 divided by 5. So we're going to need 5 Post-its down here so that way we can physically see that we are grouping the numbers correctly. Also at the top, we still have our 45 unit cubes, so we're going to have to take some of those away because we're only going to be dividing 15. Okay, so what I'm going to do is there's 15 in each pile here. We know that because there was 15 in each group from our answer in the previous problem. So I'm going to leave 15 here, and I'm going to take away 30. Okay, that way we have those out of the way. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these 15 unit cubes and we are going to divide them into 5 groups. So again, we're going to do what we did before. We're going to do 1 in each group. Okay. And like I said before, when we get further into 5th grade, we're not necessarily going to be relying on models to do our division. We are going to be relying on our mathematical knowledge and the fact that multiplication is the inverse of division. So if we know our multiplication facts, we will know or be able to figure out our division facts. So we separated our 15 unit cubes into 5 groups. So we want to make sure that we have even amounts in each group. So in this group, I have 3. In this group, I have 3. In that group, I have 3. I have 3 in that group. And then I have 3 in that group as well. Okay, so what that means is 15 divided into 5 groups equals 3 in each group. So now, let's make sure that we are correct. And again, we're going to label that in each group. So that way we aren't forgetting that we're talking about grouping numbers together. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that that's correct. So we're going to use our knowledge of our fact families. And we are going to use our knowledge that multiplication is the inverse operation of division. So what that means is 5 times 3 should equal 15. Okay. So if we're talking about our multiplication facts and we're rote counting by 5s, okay, we start with 5, then we go to 10, then we go to 15. That is 5 times 1, 5 times 2, and 5 times 3. So 15 divided into 5 groups is equal to 3 in each group.